Welcome to another RSR. Tonight I'm reviewing Tampa Bay Lightning 4, Toronto Maple Leafs 2 in the Stanley Cup playoffs. 2023 Round 1, Game 5. Leafs lose, and they have to go to a Game 6. They're still up 3-2 in this series. But in the end, the Lightning had more bounces, and they just took their chances. And in the end, the Leafs, they don't look horrible. Samsonov makes some great saves, but in the end, the Lightning responded in Game 5. And you can't really be surprised. I mean, what'd you think this was going to be? A walkover? Like, I wasn't surprised that the Leafs had a chance to go to overtime again, and they almost did, but we'll get into that. First period, 2 goals, very close after each other. 5:46 into the period, Morgan Rielly scores, assist from Tavares and Nyes. Morgan Rielly with a banger past Vasilevsky, similar to some of his other goals or put-on shots in this series. 1-0 Leafs. They take the early lead, but less than a minute later, 6:12 in the period, Anthony Cirelli taps it into the net to make it 1-1 off of a rebound, and that's the way the period would end. Second period, Michael Eyssimont scores on the far side. He takes it on the angle. Samsonov gives him way too much open net. 4 minutes, 24 seconds into the period, gives him way too much open net. Eyssimont pops it into that open side. That is 2-1 Lightning. At the end of the second, it was 2-1. 11:53 into the third. Paul scores. Double screen on Samsonov. And Paul 5-holes it past Samsonov to pop it into the net. Makes it 3-1 Lightning. But the Leafs aren't dead yet. No. 16:27 into the third period. They pull the goalie. They have 6 skaters on the ice. They draw up a play. Marner plays it to Tavares, taps it to Matthews. Matthews taps it in. Austin Matthews scores to make it 2-3 or 3-2. 3-2 for the Leafs because they're the home team. So unlike football, it's away team first. 3-2 for the Leafs. But they draw up another play with 15 seconds left, but sadly, the Lightning stop that play from going. They put it down the other end of the ice, and Killorn pops it into the empty net. 19:57 into the third period with 3 seconds left to make it 4-2 Lightning, and that's the way it would end. The Lightning win 4-2. Toronto still leads the series 3-2, but they have to go back to Tampa for Game 6 on Saturday. And I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised one bit. The Leafs, they played well. I thought they played well. The bad part about this game is that Vasilevsky, they set it up defensively, the Lightning, that Vasilevsky wouldn't have to be screened. They tried not to let him be screened as much as he has been the past 2 games in Tampa, because that's what caused the Leafs to come back and win in overtime both nights, both Game 3 and 4, was all those screens. Vasilevsky has been horrendous against shots from the point while being screened. Lots of tip-ins, hell, some bangers by themselves. And early in this game, you could see it already with the Rielly goal. With that being said, the Leafs weren't able to crowd the net like they did in Tampa. Not at all. And that's what really helped the Lightning tonight. Defensively, they did not allow the Leafs to crowd the net. They did not. And that definitely took away the Leafs' power, or at least their advantage throughout this series, especially in the Tampa games. Now, as well, Keefe did play with the lines. Not the way we didn't want him to do it. We didn't want him to bring Bunting back. He did not. Nyes plays, starts this game, but Yarncroke starts on the first line. He blended it up a little bit, but the blends did not pan out well. And besides, I don't know. You know, I think he blended it up a little bit too much. I think he could have kept it the same, but he wanted to change some things. It didn't pan out. Yarn Croak, I thought, looked okay, but he just didn't have the cutting edge on that line. But for me, when it comes down to it, the Leafs, there was just more bounces for Tampa. Tampa took their bounces and put them away. The Leafs have 2 power plays. They don't score on either. The Lightning also had 2. They did not score on theirs. Luckily for us, there were no power play goals on either side. Because we didn't score, they didn't score even. But with that being said, 2 great penalty kills from the Leafs. But again, you look at the other side of the coin, and they should have scored 2 power play goals. They sort of did it again. They sort of were like, we could wake up a little bit later and really go into Mach 9 and win the game. Just like they did in Tampa. Well, that didn't really pan out tonight, didn't it? They did play well. I don't think this was a bottle job by any means, okay? I think the Leafs played well, and I think they were hard done by. I think Tampa had better bounces, and they put their bounces away. That's really what decided this game and has saved Tampa's season for another 2 days. The fact that they put their bounces away. The Leafs didn't have the bounces. And that's the story. But again, the Lightning made adjustments, and the Lightning won on the night. And the Leafs put a fight up. They put a fight up in their own house. They played throughout the game. They never gave up. They never dropped their heads. And they got better as the game went on. But in the end, the Leafs were outdone by spawny goals. And the Lightning having more bounces. They got outshot, but the Lightning were down 3-1 going into this game. I understand that. That's going to happen, especially in that case. They're fighting for their playoff lives. They're 3-time Stanley Cup finalists, 2-time winners in the past 3 years, I should say. They've won it twice in the past 3 years. They've been there the past 3 years. Of course, they're going to have heart of a champion. This was never going to be easy. We could act like, yes, the Leafs were going or should have won in 5. They were dominant in 2, 3, and 4. They sucked in game 1. They played pretty well tonight, but in the end, the Lightning are going to win a game where they didn't dominate, but they certainly didn't suck. They're the Lightning. I'm not mad about it. Now, if it was another game 1 tonight, then I'd be screaming. Then I'd call it a bottle job. But the Leafs fought. They tried. They wanted to win this damn game. They wanted to put the Lightning in the ground. Rightfully so. Because what happened last year? This does seem a bit deja vu-y. The only reason it doesn't is because the Leafs look tougher. They fought. They don't look like pushovers. That's why this is not complete deja vu. But last year, same thing happened. 3-1. Hell, the last 2 years. 3-1. Leads. Multiple chances to put a team away and win the series. They didn't. Do I think the Leafs will win one of the next 2 games? Yes. I am 100% sure the Leafs win, whether it's 6 or 7. They are winning this series. I've seen enough to say this is not a bottle job. This is the Lightning doing their job and just doing it slightly better. Puck luck with some slightly better job. That's what they did. And that's the story. I am not worried. I am not worried. Last year, I was. The Habs series, No, I wasn't. But hindsight, I should have been. I'm not scared this year. No. No. The Leafs will win Game 6 or 7. They will win this series. There's no doubt in my mind. No doubt. And I think they're woken up. They sort of coasted a little bit throughout this game. They did. They did at points. They thought they had this in the bag. Not like older years, but they thought they were outplaying the Lightning, which throughout this series, besides Game 1, they have. And hell, even tonight, at moments they did. It's a very even series. But again, what can you do? Besides, sometimes it doesn't go your way. It's not a bottle job. It's a bottle job if they lose the series. And if they get blown out in one of the 2 games. Simple as. It's not a bottle job yet. It's not. Man of the match, player of the game, my star, my first star, Samsonov. Kept the Leafs in it a lot longer than they arguably should have been. Samsonov had a great game. Matthews, the second star, and Nyes, the third star. I thought Nyes played well. I wanted him to get his first playoff goal. He did not. He got an assist, though. I think he will get his first playoff goal in one of these next 2 games, though. So those are my 3 stars. Leafs lose, but I feel like they'll still win the series. I feel good about that. I do. I feel good about that. With that being said, if you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send super chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put us in play. Share us with friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you on Saturday in this room because I will be doing a double live stream because Toronto FC is going to play at the same time as the Leafs. They are. So I'm covering both. I feel like Game 6 could be where this ends. And I want to see history. I'm going to be covering both the RSR for that game, maybe a bit later because of the Leafs game. But it's worth it. It is worth it. And it will be a double RSR as well. Similar to how the Canada, Curacao, San Jose, Toronto FC live went. But I got to go double. I got to go double. I got to. And if they go to Game 7, I'll be live for Toronto versus Tampa on Monday as well. I'm riding this out. With that being said, I'll see you, not tomorrow. I'll see you Saturday. I'm riding them out. Peace. Leafs, you still got this. I believe.